Hey folks, guess what? I went to Goodwill and I got some records. This stack was exceptionally clean, and a couple records. The packaging is so unique. I thought I'd show them to you. We're going to do that in this video. Hey, welcome back to this channel. I have had a rough week, and but things are getting better. I must have gotten some dust. My sinuses have been tore up for several days now. I'm still not 100%, but I'm getting there. Got a great stack of records. Hey, this phone that I'm shooting this video on is brand new. The camera's brand new. I smashed my other phone the other night and had to get a new one. So tell me, now the camera is supposed to be better. So you tell me if the video's any better. Now this face is not going to get any better. So you're just stuck with that. But the picture itself should be pretty good. Anyway, we got a great stack of records. Let's jump right in there. Like I said, this pile was exceptionally clean. Exceptionally. And there's some cool stuff in here. So the first thing up, Christmas album, Season's Greetings from Barbra Streisand. And she had some friends. And that's Jim Nabors, Doris Day, and Andre Castellanes. Yeah, I could be here all day. I'm not going to get that right. So, very young Barbra Streisand. This is a Columbia Special Projects album. You can see the shine on that album. Columbia Special Products label. Centering. Let's see if there's a date. I'm not seeing a date. I did see Maxwell House on that label. I just spotted that. Maxwell House Coffee. Decided to put this out. Not sure when. But yeah, that's pretty cool. This next one, I am not a big classical guy, but they had a couple classical records that looked really clean and really interesting. So I picked them up. This one is, the composers are Schumann and Tchaikovsky. This is a cello concerto, Rococo variations. I don't know. Rostropovich and Rozhedevsky, whatever, Leningrad Philharmonic. Yeah. So I obviously don't know my classical, and I butchered that all over the place. Sorry. It is on Deutsche Grammophon. Yeah, I did take one German class, so I can say Deutsch. There it is. There's a yellow centering. There you have it. That looks good and looks clean. This next classical album is the one I was really excited about. The conductor is Stokowski, and he is conducting some Wagner pieces. This is the orchestra is the London Symphony Orchestra. I was so excited. Look at that epic battle going on there. Man, that's so epic. That's almost heavy metal right there. Look at that. Dragon and spears and some kind of glowing stick and yeah, more stuff about it on the inside. It's a gatefold, but it's only one album. But what got me excited was right here where it says Ride of the Valkyries. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the piece that What's Opera Doc, the famous Bugs Bunny cartoon, was based off of. There we go with the London label. Man, that is super clean. Yeah, I'm excited to give this a spin. Gotta love that. Dragons and I don't know what it is about dragons. Maybe they're almost kaiju, like Godzilla or something. But I guess King Ghidorah. Anyway, next up, Glenn Miller. Now I don't know. It says play selections from the Glenn Miller story. I see. You can't really tell because the photograph on the cover is the hue is so bluish. But like this right here is a movie camera. I don't know if this had anything to do with the Jimmy Stewart movie or not. I have not really read the back enough to see if I see Stewart's name. But yeah, I just grabbed it. And it is on RCA Victor. It looks good. We're going to give this a whirl. Because you got to have at least one good Glenn Miller album, don't you? Now we're going to do a couple of country comps. This first one is Country's Greatest Hits. It's not available in stores. Says so. But it didn't take long for me to see Johnny Cash's name a couple times on here. Doing Folsom Prison Blues, Don't Take Your Guns, Go to Town. And then, so what else do you need to know to want to buy a $1 record? That's enough. But we see Tammy Wynette's on here. Glenn Campbell, Mel Tillis, Flatt and Scruggs, Patti Page, Lefty Frizzell, Marty Robbins. Yeah. If you freeze on that, you might be able to see exactly what's on there. A lot of songs. Kind of, they were kind of doing the K-Tel number here, cramming all that. Look at those grooves. A lot of songs on each side. It's only one album. It's on the Columbia Musical Treasuries collection. So there's Columbia doing the. You just see between each song, man. There's not a lot of room there. They were definitely doing the giving it the old K-Tel treatment. And that was what I didn't even see a year on that, so that may have been. I don't know if that preceded K-Tel or not. This next one was based off of a magazine, Country Music Magazine, and I recognized that logo right away, so I knew it was coming home with me. And then, of course, you look and see some of the artists are like Grandpa Jones, Sons of the Pioneers, Eddie Arnold, Slim Whitman, Jimmy Rogers, Hank Snow, Skeeter Davis. I almost have to pick up an album if it's got a guy named Skeeter on it, right? So I went ahead and grabbed it. Right there, those are pictures of covers of Country Music Magazine. RCA put this out. And it's clean as a whistle. RCA Special Products. Country Music Favorites. This next one I've already spun. It's a winner. It's Herb Alpert's debut, The Lonely Bull. And, yeah, so this one Came out on RCA, or no, I'm RCA, A&M. Looks good. Got that shine. And I was excited because you see a lot of Herb Alpert out there, but to see copies this clean is kind of unusual. So that was a cool find. Also found Herb Alpert. What Now, My Love? And it is super clean as well. Again on A&M. And then I'm excited about this one a lot. Herb Alpert, his Christmas album. Herb Alpert and Tijuana Brass, Christmas album. Hey Jake, how you doing, buddy? A&M. The next album is Al Hirt, Swingin' Dixie, Volume 3. This came out in 1960. Super clean. Again, I'm thinking this had to come out of the same collection. On audio fidelity, don't find. Again, you find a lot of Al Hirt, but not in this condition. Then some more Al Hirt, Sugar Lips. RCA Victor. Super clean. 1964. Good News. And this is a Christian musical. And I looked at it and thought, well, is this just a regional album? Because I really don't recognize this label. It looks pretty generic. Broadman Records. And I thought, Good News, a Christian folk musical. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and give it a whirl. It's $1. And then I saw the choral director on here is Billy Ray Hearn. And I need to do more of a research on exactly who Billy Ray Hearn was. I know he was would eventually go on to be a big record executive in the Christian music industry. And I'm wanting to say he even started a label. Back in the 1980s, when I started getting into Christian music, there were 3 major companies. Some of them had multiple labels underneath them. Word Records, Sparrow Records, and Benson Records. And I'm not sure which one. I can't remember off the top of my head which one. I'll put it in a subtitle right about here. And but yeah, he was very influential in Christian music, and so I'm glad to have this, and I'll do more. I get to know his name a little bit better, and so this was a good pickup. Next, Destry Rides Again. A little surprised that this looked like a soundtrack to me. It's on RCA Camden, but that's not James Stewart on the front cover, and I'm pretty sure he's in that movie. So this may be more of a Broadway album. There's the back. RCA Camden. No, that's right side up. Yeah, so this looks to be Louise O'Brien and Jack Haskell on the front. I think when it got to Hollywood, they put James Stewart in the title role. But glad to have that. Destiny Rides Again. Heard of this? This is a soundtrack. Charade. Harry Mancini. Brilliant. I've seen this film. This is a brilliant film starring Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. So yeah, I've grabbed this. Again on RCA Victor. And I'm telling you, if you've not seen this film, this was a good one. Get on one of your classic music or classic movie channels and watch this film. It was good. Then another soundtrack, we got Ben-Hur. Music from Ben-Hur. And this, let's see here, is on Metro Records. If I can find the opening. There you go. Metro. Music from Ben-Hur. Now, for the main event. I told you there were 2 records in here that had exceptional packaging, and these are the 2. I know what you're thinking. What? This is exceptional packaging? That's a generic house. Home for Christmas. It's very various. Blah, 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 blah. It's a it's a various artist compilation. So, yeah. So here's the back. If you want to try to freeze that for a track listing. Tell you right now, I saw Johnny Cash. I heard the bells on Christmas Day. Yep, bought. I'm not leaving Johnny Cash behind. Not in a thrift store. Unless the vinyl's just trashed. So, anyway, it's got Tony Bennett, Jerry Vale, Johnny Mathis, Gene Autry doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Do You Hear What I Hear by Jim Nabors. Some great stuff. Patty Page is on here, Doris Day, Marty Robbins, Anita Bryant, just a lot of folks that Burl Ives doing the 12 Days of Christmas, and ends with Mahalia Jackson singing Go Tell It on the Mountain. What else do you need from a 2-record set for $1? Huh? This is on Realm Records, which I'm not seeing any kind of... It's from Terre Haute, Indiana, part of Vista Marketing. Doesn't tell me much. It looks good. Vinyl super clean. That's a win, right? Well, we're not done. See, I need to find... it's not in perfect condition. I need to find an epoxy that will help me glue this album back together properly. But you didn't see anything, did you? Well, this is why I need to get the middle insert back in here properly. Ready? How about that? Isn't that a lovely pop-up? And it looks similar all the way around, but as you can see, it's not stuck down to the album. I need to find an epoxy that won't bleed through, that'll help me restore this to its original glory. How about that? Man. I was very surprised. I didn't even notice it until I was cleaning the albums. But, Yeah, that is Home for Christmas. Very excited about that album. But that's one. So I said there were two. Oh, wait till you see this next one. It's cool too. It is Tennessee Ernie Ford, Sing a Hymn with Me. Look at that cover. Isn't that cool? It came out on Capitol Records. Here you go. There's the album. Looks good. Played. I've already spun this one. Played fine. But it's this cover. I'm taking it out to show you. It's got the little tassel like you would find on an actual hymnal. This is like the leather you would find on a hymnal. It feels like a hymnal. But it doesn't just feel like a hymnal. It opens like a hymnal. And you can sing along in the hymnal. It has hymnal pages. So you can follow along as Ernie Ford leads us through this little Sunday morning sing-along. How about that? And it's the entire album. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Sing a Hymn with Me. Brilliant, brilliant packaging. And this is, I forgot the, let me look on the album and see if I can see a date, which I do not. I'll put the date right here because I know I looked it up earlier. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that stack of records. Maybe a little bit of a long video, but that stack was I hope worth the time. Anyway, I'm glad you came to visit. If you stuck around this long, thank you for watching the whole thing. And we're hoping that you're doing well. Hoping that life's going well for you. Yeah, come back again. So we'll see you soon. And until then, God bless you.